CBA is predicting no interest rate hike. Let's have a look. Evening everyone, Florian here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's have a look at this article discussing CBA's prediction for next month. Tomorrow, next month's interest rate hike. Now, for those of you playing at home, we can see the cash rate is at 4.1%. We've got predictions of it hitting 4.6%. At least that's the trading economics predictions. 2 more rate hikes. We'll have to see. Now, what happens with this coming month? I know a few people, I asked in the comments, a few of you said, you think it'll pause? Some think they'll go hard. Others think they'll chicken out. So we'll have to see. CBA's shocking interest rate call could cost Australians $2,442, written by Eliza Bavin. So obviously she's looking at a worst case scenario here and the impact on these rate increases on people. So for Aussies hoping that easing inflation means an end to interest rate hikes, the Commonwealth Bank is predicting the Reserve Bank will keep rates on hold next week. But don't rejoice too soon. Despite anticipating a hold in July, the CBA is also expecting another hike to come in August. On the bright side, CBA said the August hike should be the last. So they're predicting one more rate hike. Now, how high is it going to be? Will it be another 25 points? Will it be 50 points? And if it's the last one, does that mean we're going to sit at that rate for some time? Maybe we need to. Imagine that. Actually being able to earn money on money in the bank. Wow, that's a novel concept. Reminds me of my childhood. Now, if only we could have 40-cent petrol again. Remember that? Showing my age. The risks of a hike rate in July have ebbed and flowed with the local economic data over recent weeks, CBA senior economist Belinda Allen said. We attach a 60% probability of an on-hold decision at the July RBA board meeting with a 40% chance of a 25 basis point hike. Now, I'm going to open up the ASX rate hike predictor here on the other screen, the rate tracker, and we'll just load that up. And what's going on? Come on. No, it's low. I'm not used to it taking this long. Come on. Yeah. Come on. This is what happens when I'm using mobile internet here. It's like we're in dial-up speeds. Remember that, the old dial-up modem? I remember back when I was in high school, I had 20 hours a month, and I would dial up to play Subspace, a little ship asteroids type of game where you played against other people. 20 hours a month, kids, that's all the internet we had. I can't even imagine that anymore these days. Okay, so on the 29th, so yesterday, increase to 4.35% is 28%. And no change, is a 72%. So they're predicting a little, slightly different to the CBA. We should probably go through this calculator. There you go, there's the formula, guys. That's how they work it out. We'll go through that in another video. So let's jump back to here. So there, CBA is saying 60% of a hold, 40% hike. And here we go. This is their version of the chart. You can see, well, remember, rates weren't going to go up until 2024. That's what the media was saying, and people believed it. People believed it. Or if they didn't, they locked in. So, like me, we locked in, and we've got a period of time where we've got rates that are substantially lower now than what's out there. And that's the interest rate or the mortgage cliff, where people go off a low rate and probably get a 50 to 60% increase in their repayments. But you should be, we're all old enough, most of us hopefully, are old enough to know that this is bullshit. Okay, rates that low. So, look at this. We're up here, so we're almost at, would you say, the normal level. Maybe we will sit here for a while, move up and down for a little bit. So, What would another rate hike cost? For many Aussies already struggling with rising mortgage repayments, news of yet another interest rate hike will not be welcome. I think the people that are going to struggle the most are not going to be the people who have had a mortgage since here. You know, you've just been riding the train down. Unless you did equity mate, bought another house, bought the jet ski, got the ute, you needed to upgrade. I needed the $100,000 Tesla to show off to the neighbors. Now, I know the media likes to paint that Australians are stupid when it comes to money, but I honestly don't think most of us are. There's going to be a negative to the idiot, or sorry, a bias to the idiot and a bias to the negative on the media. So it's going to be the people that bought recently, you know, let me tidy this up, that bought down here and probably thought rates weren't going to go until 2024 and then they might start slowly going up, that are going to be surprised because their plans then have been thrown aside. And can you blame them? Can you blame them? And I know people in the comments are comparing us to America and the GFC. We're not. It's not similar. The stupidest thing our government here has done in Australia has allowed 10,000 people to get 2% loans. Okay, and sure, it's great for a soundbite. It may even win them a few votes, but it's not enough to seriously destabilize the market. In America, they were lending money to anyone purely for ideological purposes. It was insane. And there you had jingle mail. You could just abandon the property and the loan stayed with it. Things like that can't and don't happen here in Australia. So we're not going to head down this same path. And unfortunately, there's some people who want to see everything collapse. It's not going to happen, guys. Now, let's keep going. RateCity.com.au analysis found another 25-point hike would mean the average borrower with a $500,000 loan at the start of the hikes could soon be paying a total of $1,211 more a month. That's a 52% increase. Yeah, but what's... Okay, okay, yeah, but what's that increase as a ratio? Okay, it's 50%. But here, I've been looking at this. We all, if you're on a fixed rate mortgage and you're about to jump up to a higher one, you need to be aware and prepare for it. Your repayments are going to go up, but you know they're kind of bullshit and low. Now, the thing is, if you've got people there who don't realize that the repayments they're getting on like super low sub 2% rates are a fantasy and are artificial and think that's going to last forever, they're kind of screwed. Or if they were banking on rates not going up until 2024 to attack that as much as possible, then they're going to have, well, some lifestyle changes. Rate City Research Director Sally Tyndall said, while inflation might be moving in the right direction, we're not out of the woods yet. The board is likely to have lingering concerns around underlying inflation and could very well press ahead with yet another cash rate hike on Tuesday, Tyndall said. Predicting the RBA's moves has become increasingly difficult to do as we get closer to the cash rate summit. While there's no certainty what the RBA will decide, borrowers should plan for at least 2 more hikes. There's no question we're nearing the top of this perilously high mountain, but it's unlikely we're quite there just yet. Well, here's the thing, guys. Historically, these rates aren't that high. It just seems that high because we're used to 0.1% artificially insanely low rates. That's why these seem high, but I mean, look at this. What if it just stays at 4%? What if it stays at 4% for the next 5 years? You know, hovers around 1 or 2 up, maybe 50 points up, 50 points below, but just if that remained the average. Would you be okay with that? Because you should plan for that. If you can't afford that, you got to find money to make a dent in that mortgage. So yeah, and there we go. So guys, that's the takeaway from this, isn't it? They think we're at the peak. They think we've got 2 more rate hikes. So say, what if we hover between 3.5% and 4%? Well, let's do the stinger and talk about it, eh? What if we did hover between 3.5%, 5% repayments, average of 4% for the next few years? Would you be okay? That's the question that you need to ask yourself. Now, I pretty much bet a carton that the majority of the viewers of this channel would be okay. But based on survey results and some of the figures I have, you're all a bunch of financial giga-chads. So the question is, would the normal Aussie be okay? It's hard to... Based on the news, I think, honestly, most of them will be fine. I think it's going to be the people that got in during the mania period and maybe pushed themselves a bit too hard. But you just got to get over that hurdle, readjust your lifestyle. And you can do it. There's a lot of stuff you can do without that people don't realize. Anyway, you tell me your opinion on this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Check out HeiseBim and Heise Does. And if you're a fan, enjoy the content I create here, you can support us on YouTube or Patreon, use our referral links, buy our pocket squares, or call me if you need an architect. Take care. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.